leaving Cleveland.
Right.
And a lot of people said that he didn't owe Cleveland anything. But I kind of look at it the other way.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
what were they criticizing you about?
Just my picks.
I know, but what were their comments?
This one kid said that that I was basically fucking stupid for picking these guys. He mentioned that LeBron wanted to leave and win a championship in Miami. And this was probably the worst response in all of this. That I'm kind of paraphrasing here. He said that Brett Favre. He said, I don't know what it'd be like, enduring an NFL practice or anything like that. Which, given the way that Brett Favre has been playing and the way that he's been going along his career the past couple of years, I don't think Brett Favre really knows what it's like to practice in the NFL either.
Well, he hasn't.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. He said if I came face to face with Floyd Mayweather Jr. that he would beat my ass. And again, too, he would.
Wow, what a shocking statement that would be.
Floyd Mayweather.
You couldn't take a professional boxer. You must suck.
Well, I had to think about it for a while, and then I had to say that.
Is this one of those guys that got picked last on the baseball team?
I don't know.
And then, Johnny, you suck in right field, so please go home.
And then Ben Roethlisberger, he said he's out there practicing with Troy Polamalu and all those great defenders that Pittsburgh has. And again, too, I'm not taking this doesn't have to do with what they do on the field.
Obviously, doesn't understand the.
Yeah.
So exposing yourself to women and raping women evidently makes you pretty cool.
So it was more or less a personal shot on you.
Maybe.
Okay.
Was he just mad that he wasn't on the bitch list?
You know what judging by his judging from what he said, then
Because guess what? There could be a number 5.
There could be a number 5.
Can I get a write-in vote?
Upside down 5.
And there was this other person that wasn't too pleased. He said that my list was the worst list ever, but he didn't go through.
He didn't cut you up, huh?
No, he didn't cut me up too bad.
That was classy of him.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring up his comments here. Oh wait, that's Squirrel's Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Speaking of bitches,
just give me a second. I'm gonna try to bring up his comment.
Right.
He wasn't insulting to me really.
A change of pace, all right.
It was a change of pace, and I don't care. You could be as insulting to me as you want. It really doesn't matter to me. But let's see here. I
know that.
Bobby, I'm assuming from the Detroit area, said that this might be the worst list ever. The only one who truly belongs on here is Mayweather because he is being an actual bitch in the sense of the word. LeBron is far from a bitch. Haters will diss him for not staying in Cleveland, for not accepting less money, giving up the accolades, all in favor of a better chance of winning a championship. Favre earned the option to wait till the last second and sit out camp, just like Michael Strahan did. If you're calling Roethlisberger a bitch for that reason, then he belongs on, but for no other reason at all.
Yeah, that's the reason, guys.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
And then
if you friggin' save 20 people from dying and you rape 3 chicks, you're a bitch. Okay, I don't care.
And then I go and then I ask him. I'm like, that's fine. But I ask him what would his list be? He says Mayweather, maybe the biggest ever. He says Vince Young quitting on your team is pretty bitchy. I don't think he knows that Vince Young, too, like Zach Greinke, has some anxiety issues. He suffers from depression himself. I wouldn't ever put anybody on a list because they suffer from depression or anxiety.
So quitting on your team like Vince Young does and not having to go to camp and wait till the last minute to join your team,
or quit your team with
isn't
no
that
class?
kind of the same thing? You're not with your team through all the crap that they have to go through? No, I don't buy the earn thing, Bubba. Shut the hell up.
Or knowing that you can't compete on that level anymore, so you stop playing.
You leave Cleveland and you don't even say thanks, and No class at all.
You know, as great as Barry Sanders was, he's still a bitch in my book
Yeah.
for what he did to the
It
Detroit
was,
Lions.
it was a bitch-like decision.
Absolutely.
And if you're talking about that particular year when he did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Oh,
He would have
absolutely.
been the bitch of all time in our,
Yeah.
for a year.
He also goes through, names Paul Pierce, great player, but every time he gets fouled, he acts as if he broke a leg.
Oh, yeah, he's the only guy in the NBA who does that.
Yeah. And then he goes,
Talk
umpire.
about D-Wade is who you should be talking about.
And then he says, umpire Joe West. Every time someone questions slightly anything he does, he boots them. Again, if Joe West was on this list, half the people, if not more than half, would not know who we were talking about.
Like 90%.
I was going to say, like, almost everyone.
Not to mention, does what Joe West, what he does as far as being an umpire, I mean, is that worse than putting yourself before your own team, like Brett Favre, raping a girl or allegedly raping a girl, like Ben Roethlisberger, being accused multiple times of assault, and calling Manny Pacquiao a yellow chump, or LeBron James putting his hometown under the bus, and you know, let's not forget that night in Vegas that he had that was documented by ESPN. So, you know, gracefully. I don't know.
We got you, buddy. You're on our side.
Anyways, though, biggest badass of 2010, Cain Velasquez knocking out Brock Lesnar, then Ndamukong Suh, Roy Halladay, and then Greg Nozel, the Virginia Tech player who lost his finger but kept on playing for the majority of the game. Best fighter of 2010, Cain Velasquez, Manny Pacquiao, Brock Lesnar, Fedor Emelianenko, and Georges St. Pierre. Sportsman of 2010, Armando Galarraga, Martin St. Louis, Grant Hill, and Drew Brees. Best player of the decade, Tom Brady, Albert Pujols, Peyton Manning, Kobe Bryant, and because of a lot of demand, I went ahead and added Nicholas Lidstrom. Best coach / manager of 2010, Ron Washington, Dave Tippett, Scott Brooks of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Sean Payton. The Boner worst performance or play of 2010, Jim Joyce's blown call, Boise State kicker Kyle Bronson missed field goals, Kelvin Johnson's catch, no catch, and the decision. Best team of 2010, Los Angeles Lakers, San Francisco Giants, Chicago Blackhawks, New Orleans Saints, Alabama Crimson Tide, and the Duke Blue Devils. Best team of the decade, the New England Patriots, Detroit Red Wings, Los Angeles Lakers, Boston Red Sox, or the Michigan State Spartans basketball team. I put them on there solely because of the amount of trips they've made to the tournament, the NCAA tournament.
Oh, the
Final
Four appearances, big Elite Eight, Sweet 16 appearances, and their national championship. And this is the Grouty's best sports game of 2010, NHL 11, Men 2011, MLB The Show 2010, NCAA 11, and NBA 2K 11. Typo there. Top play of 2010, Deshaun Jackson's punt return for a touchdown, and that happened this past weekend. Linus Omark's shootout goal. Austin Jackson's catch to preserve the perfect game on June 2nd, 2010. And Little Giants MSU beats Notre Dame off the fake field goal. Top performance of 2010, Armando Galarraga's near-perfect game. June 6, 2010, Roy Halladay throws a no-hitter in the playoffs. October 7th, 2010, Cain Velasquez beats Brock Lesnar at UFC 121. And Jonathan Quick shuts out the Wings, turning away 51 shots again not too long ago, December 13th, 2010. And then finally, Major Woody's Girl of the Year, Sofia Vergara, Lucy Pinder, Christine Martin, Sophie Turner, or Gemma Atkinson. Those are the nominees for the Majors Awards in all the categories, which we'll, you know, obviously have next week on the Majors Live, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on themajors.net.
Can I just say quickly that that is the worst list I've ever heard, dude.
I know. I can't please everybody. What can I say?
And I got a lot of people backing me up with that.
Well, the easiest part is I don't know who my bitch is next week.
Silly me. You know, you would have thought I put Rich Rod on that list as the biggest bitch of 2010. Well, anyway, I didn't, though. I didn't.
And you sound really pleased that you didn't.
No,
damn it!
He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. All those guys that we listed on there.
He made a New Year's Day bowl, so he better not.
Anyways, we're running short on time, so we're not going to talk about Rich Rod because we'll be here all night.
We already were.
We're going to go ahead and move into the 30-second drill, though. The 30-second drill is brought to you by Squirrel.
It is brought to you by TwinGalaxies.com, which is about to release possibly the most epic Christmas episodes in the history of epic Christmas episodes, which will probably be up probably tomorrow morning, actually. But if not, soon after that. It's going to be great. There's some crazy, nutty, insane stuff going on. Those guys from Twin Galaxies are off the chain. So go check them out for sure.